Welcome back to the channel. This is Kitten7770, back with another episode of my Escape from Mars scenario series. I'm gonna work on the rover from the back going to the front, and of course there's a sandstorm as soon as I start an episode. Anyways, I'm gonna be smoothing out the armor, filling in a couple of holes, maybe doing some lighting. Starting with finishing up these upper back corners, which is the main weakness in the rear armor. I have thought about these for quite a bit. I was thinking about doing glass on the corners. I'm like, is that really gonna work? Glass is technically stronger than light armor. However, I didn't want to do it didn't flow, let's say, with the armor design. It was too boxy and not enough of the correct angles to make this work. And it's still going to be difficult to line up all of these angles with one another, since I've got quite an odd design in the back, and I'm working around an airtight hangar door, which is a bit rigid on its design. I haven't seen a convoy yet, though honestly I don't need to go after any convoys that aren't uranium. I've got... Well, no, actually, I don't need uranium with the uranium... Blah, 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 blah. With the uranium in the airbase, I should be good for a while. That's not the block I thought I was on. Oh. I must have bumped the block during the rotation process. Oops. That's the block I want. As you can see, the airbase is in the distance and out of power. Or my waymarks are off, because I don't see anything actually. I was going to comment on something, but I realized it was my mouse pointer. Just chillin' with watermelon today. Getting the back armor sorted is something I've been holding off on for quite a while. This will mean there will be a flat edge against the back wall. Not sure if there's much I could do about that, seeing as, well, there's a giant door in the back. And I can't really make a custom door since it won't be... Oh, who am I kidding? There's no possible way I'm going to make the back of this rover airtight. I would need a whole airlock system with the doors, and that's not going to be possible since I don't have the space. And my idea of putting glass around the elevator is invalid since the top hatch, smaller vehicles need access to it. Likely this entire hangar space is going to be open concept, and there's nothing I can really do about that. Since I can't remember what block I had here originally, I'm going to use the 2x1 slope. And I think I may have accidentally gotten rid of something that was annoying me. I'll do a closer check. I think I smoothed out that hump that was in the armor. I'll show you on the other side in a bit. It's a much smoother line right there. Other than this block, I thought this was a good line, but now I'm looking at it and it's just way too boxy for me. And I've accidentally made this line so much smoother. Basically, this is what I was trying to do before, but I couldn't find the right block combination. Now I've accidentally found the block combination. I really want to get rid of what I did over here on the pasture side of the rover. Which, seeing as the control seat's in the middle of the rover, there's really no left or right. So, I got too overzealous with the grinder. And I can't get down the hole. Since I've added those extra subgrids, the phantom forces on Watermelon have gotten worse. As expected. Go through the hole, please. Thank you. Like that. You think you go through, but Watermelon is constantly shaking, and you wind up not going through. Which means I'll have to deal with all those phantom forces before I try getting this thing airborne. If I can even get it off the ground. I may have to ditch a whole bunch of resources to lighten up Watermelon. It's almost there. Possibly gonna have to change out the corners around the top of the hangar doors. Since it's going to interfere with the line. That was the wrong corner. And I have figured out something I could do for up on these corners for the armor. Similar to how Endeavor has its armor. Wait. I think that was the wrong block. Wasn't I supposed to put a corner slope there? Yep. It was. Love these. So many angles, and yet you can still run into situations where they don't fit. Aha! I found ways for them to fit. I also want to start using those, the new door, the half-hatch doors. I actually have used one. I'm not going to show it quite yet. I missed. Well, that happened. Here's one of the spots where you really don't have an angle to connect up with. That sort of looks good though. Not sure how I'm going to fix that on the other side. Back wall may interfere with the solar panels a bit, since it's taller than they are. I don't think it will matter too much as long as the sun's not directly behind me. If the sun's directly overhead, not much I need to worry about. If it's behind me, yeah, they won't be getting full charge. Actually, I think they don't really get more than 3 lights. I was distracted. I was looking at the armor, not what I was doing. was figuring out what block to put in next, and I didn't realize I was up against the wall, then sliding toward the hole. I figured I was going to go up on the ramp before that. I think I know what I did. Yep, dampeners. I think I hit the flat side of the slope right here. Yep, that's exactly what I hit. I was a little further back than I originally thought. Oopsies. I think there was a fall I didn't count on the death board last time as well. If I had paying more attention, I probably would have... Oh, there's 4 lights! There are 4 lights! Wow! Okay, I was proven wrong by the solar panel. Oh. Time to grab more plate. I've really used that much? I had like 45,000 on the last episode. I did break down quite a few of those plates since they are heavier than the actual components. I don't know why a plate is... What? Actually, I'll have to test that. I think it's lighter to carry the resources than it is to carry the parts. Memory serves correct. I just gotta make sure I copy this to the other side. Oh, I already did it. I ran into another situation where I don't think there's a block to fix this. I mean, I looked for about an hour. Couldn't find anything that fit in that spot. I know what will fit here. One of these light slopes. And then possibly a corner block right here. I already knew that the sides weren't going to match up with the back. I figured that was going to happen. So I came up with an alternative. This line of armor right here is mostly just to protect the solar panels. That's really all it is. Give a little protection on the solar panels. I've left some of the fireworks launchers since they're not in the way of turrets, and I may use them again in the future. That's the wrong color. Not a big deal. Easily be fixed. Oh. It looks like the blue of the flight simulator flight seat is showing up on the screen because I haven't found a better mod for the remote control. I'm trying to find the one that makes the remote control beep, but I haven't located it since this easy takeover is kind of outdated and not the most fun. It reveals way too many secrets. Oh. While I'm on the subject of armor, I might do something back here. Just it's kind of open. It has no ceiling. And, directly beneath these stairs are oxygen tanks. If you go diagonal down, probably protect that in case something comes by. Since directly behind the oxygen tank is hydrogen tanks. didn't see this as a weakness until right now. I think, and these take up the lower block, I do believe. Yeah. This is not gonna line up. Try going above? How did that get so far onto the wrong color? Well, the lights don't really help much right here. I'll probably come with a better armor design back here. What button do I keep hitting to open that menu? I've hit it twice now. And I don't know what I've hit each time. I've been playing Space Invaders for a while. And I've seen that screen only twice, and that's in this series. And I don't know which key I'm hitting. And I may never know. Don't really like that step there, but there's not much I can really do about it. Since I'm working at 2 to... Whoa! Don't need any watermelon on the outside. If that makes any sense. The reddish pink color. Don't need that showing on the outside. And since it's gonna be dark in here, a light. Oh, gotta make sure there's no steel tubes in my inventory. Oh, right, there's cargo access down here. See, there's the oxygen tank, there's the hydrogen tank, and then right behind that
Convoy dispatch.
is a cargo container. So yeah, it's a weakness in my armor. I make sure not to put my hydrogen bottles away. And got everything I need, put those away. Wait, did that say I'm missing components? Because I didn't look like I had enough.
Energy low.
Yes, Mabel, I know. Yep, that did say I didn't have enough components. Alright, that should do it. And I'll remove the thing on my menu a little bit later. If I ever find a large shipment of small steel tubes, I'll finish up welding these passage blocks. I don't think I finished fixing the hole in the passageway on the left side of the rover anyways.
Tower reports convoy arrived.
I'll have to check that at some point. All arriving safely. I haven't seen a convoy in a while. Weird, they're arriving safely, but I haven't been seeing any being dispatched. I hope it didn't break the scenario more than it is already broken. Since when do these lights have voltages on them? Or wattages? I may have found my power drain issue. It's all these lights. Which I've been kind of relying on these lights to see around Watermelon. Turning these off is probably going to make it very, very dark in here. What's still smoking on this? I thought I fixed... I thought I repaired all the busted bits. just didn't work on all the missing armor. At least with the light off, you can't really see where the smoke's at. Very dark. It's about a 5 or 6 block gap between those lights. Can't remember. Not sure if I can get 6 blocks back. I'll try though. I might have the room for it. Just gonna check real quick. Yeah, it's 6, because the hangar doors are there. Oh, how am I on a small grid light? I thought I grabbed the large grid version. Apparently not. I do remember most of the settings on these. I think it's a 4.5 intensity and I know it's a 17 meter range, but the intensity is what I'll turn it down to 4.5 since I don't like it at the bright intensity that it starts with. And one of these days I'm going to learn how to copy and paste the settings on these lights. Probably experiment with that, try to figure it out. I thought it was just Control C. I thought it was just Windows V and or Windows C to do that, but it doesn't work that way. I tried. Might have to do an tutorial. Might have to look at Splitsy's tutorial on Build Vision. I know it's an old tutorial, but it should still apply to the new system, since I don't think it changed all that much. Two lights doing the work of 20, rough estimate, between those two small grids. It would probably help if I finished welding the floor, though I like to leave it open in case, well, I like to know where the conveyor lines are at, so if I need to make changes, it's easily done. The whole rover is a work in progress anyway, so might as well just leave them open concept for the time being. Will, however, get the conveyor line extended to this side. Add another cargo container, which is probably going to be immediately filled by Izzy's, since I have way too much stuff. I almost ground through the wall, remembering and almost forgetting that this room is pressurized. Fairly large space, and I do not need to evacuate it into space. Or into an atmosphere less, well, into a planet with no oxygen. Because I don't believe you could terraform planets in Space Engineers. In fact, I know you can't terraform planets in Space Engineers. It would be nice if they had that option. How powerful of a mod would you need for that? I doubt my computer could run it. Alright. get a hallway snuck in by these pistons. You just don't use the entire width. And those new doors that came out recently, perfect spot to put them. I'll show you once I get this conveyor line installed. The only time that cargo container is going to be empty is right now. Come to think of it, I don't know why I show the open side of the conveyor on a side that's all closed. What the? What just happened? Hello? I have no words. I was 2 blocks in the air. That should not have been enough to kill me. Well, that's going on the death board. And while I'm thinking about the death board, I might as well update it. New death type. Fell. Or fall? Fall, fell. One of the two. I think I'll do fell, since it's past tense. I'm sure I fell other times, it just didn't show it here. Died multiple times though. Though that clang into the ceiling, that was a weird one. I don't think that's ever happened to me in the past. The first time was literally the series. Back when the it was one of the deaths during my raid of the weapons research facility. The floor decided to just shoot me straight up into the ceiling. I've never had that happen before. Caught me completely by surprise, and which I think I went the wrong way on this block. So I am finding everything but the one I would need. There it is. No, that's not airtight. That's airtight. Hopefully. Wait, will it be airtight? Guess I'll have to finish building it and test it. Now, unfortunately there's no window that fits in this spot. As far as I know, they all fit on the edge, not the center. So it's going to be plate across. I'm probably going to make a small airlock on either side. An actual airlock, not just this rotating door. So I want to test if these doors here are airtight. They should be airtight. You would think, at least. Now, they're not as universal as you would think, and I don't actually know which way is up on these doors. However, you could rotate them into the positions you need. Make them fit in different spots. I do like that they're similar on each side. Didn't I grab the parts for that? I'm so confused right now. Don't mind the gap between the door and the cargo container. That's usually not an issue for airtightness. Though I haven't really tested on this door. I went the wrong way again. I need to go... I don't want to go back through all those armor plates. Just need to go around to the correct sides. It will mean that I have to get rid of my smooth, rounded pipe section right here, since it's no way in on Mars ever going to be airtight. And put a bit of a blocky section. I wish they had different types of conveyor systems. Like ones that could fit along the armor in different curves and angles, instead of just rigid and flat. Oh well. I guess that would be a bit of a logistical nightmare. Oh, I just remembered where I could get a large supply of small steel tubes. The airbase, with all its conveyor lines all over the place.
Critical.
Probably don't need my lights on in the middle of the day. I probably did that entire corridor weldless. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. I'm not sure what kind of texture the hatch door has. I have no idea why there's girders and glass in my inventory. Now, making that airtight's gonna be a serious issue. Half slab might work. I said half slab like I'm in Minecraft. Ugh. Actually, looking at this, I might have other issues with airtightness. If anyone could spot it, comment. If I see it. I'll try it anyways. Mostly I just want to armor around these, my pistons, since, without my pistons, that elevator's not gonna work. I might see how that looks so far. I've got those conveyors to nowhere still. I don't know what to do with them. I had a plan when I put them up there, but I've long since forgotten what that plan was. I think it's closed off enough to where I can actually test if it's airtight in this little room. The conveyor lines aren't going to be a problem since they're exposed to the air outside. Actually, they probably are going to be a problem because I've had issues with the armored conveyor lines before leaking air. But if this pressurizes... Hello there. So, that means this hallway should be pressurized, right? Yes! What? Oh. No, it's not. I'm guessing it's the conveyor lines. Wait. If it pressurized, though... It pressurized, and the cabin was slight... How? How did it manage to pressurize the cabin if this area is not airtight? Well, that's about it for this episode. Oh, I might as well show you what I did with the medical room. Didn't change much. I could probably fix airtime issues by covering up that conveyor or turning that conveyor around so that's facing flush. Still have to armor around the upper piston, which is quite important. I did fix finally the dent in my armor above here. Not sure why I'm staring off into space. Oh, right. I'm confused about what to put here for this section. And I will also test the elevator and make sure it still functions with all those extra blocks around the pistons. Ooh, Endeavor did not like that, but everything is hinge locked. All the rotors and hinges are locked, so they aren't an issue. And it's going clear, so I'm good. That works nicely. Nice and bright back here. The conveyor junction sticks out like a sore thumb. If I made it green, it probably won't stick out as much. Left a corridor right here.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery X539.
I believe this door is one too far back from the other one. Here's one. How I solved my bathroom issue. Change this up. There's now 3 doors here, which I'm hoping will make airtightness. I don't know if I actually will. And of course the 2 main items of this are still unwelded since they're darkly exposed to outside. Yeah, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the roof line here. That's about it for this episode. Bye! And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.